Mind that. They might not be the biggest studio, these guys. And it doesn't matter, as long as the story's good.
The miraculous
Shanty.
catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We'd given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. The cetacean that has already been called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. They've caught some sort of supernatural whale, haven't they? There is no doubt that the immense size of the whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop or storage activities. You can contact him via your favourite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. I reckon they've eaten something and gone a bit weird from it. Oh, is that... what's on there? Ah. It is
Charles
indeed.
Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Oh, I guess that's the tabs, right? That they haven't paid. Oh, that fire. That looks... I love a real fire. No shortage of weapons and harpoons and stuff. We've got an outhouse out here. It's locked. Okay. Just a question. How does that guy get behind his bar? Is there a way through? He's kind of built into it. Right. There's a door at the back. That's going to be really inconvenient for when he wants to go and, like, just collect glasses and stuff. Before we go in here... Clues. Have we got any more clues? There's the threatening letter, which we've read out. Photograph. Man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship with a wooden leg. Maybe it's his dad. Manifests and the article. Oh, I've got one character point available. Maybe save that for now. Okay, let's see what these have to say.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've got to do this. What's a woman like you doing in a place like this?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Very friendly.
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Okay. There'll be some opportunity to come back, I'm sure. Let's get out of here. Can I go in that door around the side of here? No, I can't. So, there's some other thing going on there. So where's this guy going to be? Fitzroy, was he going to be back on the deck of his ship, did he say? He did leave, didn't he? Or did he? Can't remember. Guessing not, actually, then no. Where did he go? We don't get a map or anything. We do not. Talk to these guys.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
There's an upstairs to that place. There's lights on upstairs. Oh, hang on.
stupid or what? Even your captain told you not
We
to stick
can't
your
get down
noses
there.
around here again.
This isn't
Nothing
your
for you
home,
here
you
either.
bunch of sand crabs.
Beat it.
We go
Looks like
where
the
we
sailors
want.
that came in our boat are getting a load of grief from the locals there as well. Is he back up in the docks then? These guys have got nothing on, have they? Nothing going on. Ugly people. And there was no way upstairs? Or have I missed that? No way up from here that I can see. Okay, let's go back up to the Harbour Master's office. It feels like the different zones are just about going around hoovering up clues and then progressing on to the next one. Oh, he's here, right.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable. Well, it's unlocked.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
It might be that those dates go back 150 years, and this guy's actually immortal. Who knows? I'm guessing it at the moment.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom.
No, it was none of my business.
Well, the maritime activities can't have stopped altogether at the end of the last century if he's still a serving captain on the island.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
That big one in the background?
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Let's try that.
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Okay. Ah, yeah.
I was
Photograph.
looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
We've already looked at that.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Oh, it's going to be some sort of fight. We guess.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Okay, so the stories of monsters living in deep undersea trenches.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Well, it's not gone back in the water yet, as far as I know. Hey, little Mark, how's it going? Have we done everything? No, it's not. Miraculous catch.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay, alright. Well, we have read that, so...
I shall be on my way.
Did we harvest
Come back
any
and
more
see me
clues
when
from that?
you've got something new.
We kind of know that that cat woman... Character point earned. Okay, so now we've got 2. We've got to spend these. Medicine. I think occultism. I think occultism is going to be hard to get up. Psychology. 4 before next level. 6, 6, 6, 6. Strength might come in useful. Go on then, I'm going to put a couple into strength. 50%, that sounds better. Little Mark's doing fine, just a bit fed up with mission bugs in Stalker. I don't think I've seen Stalker. Right, so we validate that. You really want to validate this character? Yes. I don't know. Spending points is quite tricky in these games. Well, Cthulhu games, because there's so many useful skills, and you're never sure what you're supposed to really pick up. They've moved, so I can go down there now. Right, they were blocking me in. Get inside. Warehouse 36.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Ah, right, okay.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I hope so. She seemed very pleasant.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Okay.
I shall take my leave.
What genre is this game? It's Lovecraftian horror. If you're not familiar with Lovecraft and Call of Cthulhu board games and RPG games and stuff, you basically, in any adventure in Lovecraft, you play the part of some sort of investigator, and this is a private investigator. And this one starts with investigating the death of someone's daughter in a mysterious fire. And it quickly seems to be turning into more than that. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close range, and then it went too quickly before I read it. But basically, when I say it's horror, it's like it always ends up with cultists of nutcases trying to summon gods that will bring an end to the universe, often from the sea. I don't know if I want to open that. Right, so my spot hidden skill. Oh. What the hell is that? Is that spot hidden? A ratchet device. This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk. Okay.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Oh, right, so we can take that with us. Very nice. What's that? That's saying there's a clue? Oh, hang on, maybe it's this.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
I don't like the way that thing is pulsing like that, and yet I don't feel like I've got anything I can do about it. Unless I just look into that. Oh. We're going up? Looks like we're going up. Game looks very spoopy. We shall see. I had one fright earlier during the flipping intro.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Then use it. Okay. Oh, right, so I'm supposed to go downstairs and think I use it from down there. So far, I think there's like some strange cult on this island. There was a very odd looking painting that this girl did before she died.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay, so was I actually supposed to go back up? And use that now? I don't know. Game's having me running around a bit. It says leave. Am I? Something doesn't seem right about that. Oh, is the auto mod causing problems on Twitch again? Sorry about that. If I remember, I'm gonna turn auto mod off. Ooh, this cogwheel is part of a mechanism.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Right, that is probably the last bit that we need then. When does this lighter run out, by the way? Oh, no. Ah, okay. So if we did need to do a bit more searching.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
I think that has to be everything now, surely. Mount the handle, mount the cogwheel. Hold to test
Looks
strength.
like everything is in its place.
Come
All
on.
that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Crank it over, folks. Oh, I've bust it. I think I've broken it.
Damn, I broke it.
Did as well. Okay, so something is ticked. Hang on. Does that mean I've done the secret bit I needed to do in here? It's got a tick next to it, so we're gonna assume it is. Going down a ladder one-handed, that is quite some skill. So I wonder if that was a result of a failed strength test. Or whether that's supposed to happen. We'll find out.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Oh dear.
You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
She's mean. Oh, it's the timer.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Whoa! Ooh, that's not nice.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
That's just not nice.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
So do we kill her? Right, so they dumped me back on the beach. So I guess I'm not going in that way. Maybe I can recruit some salty sea dogs to come and beat them up.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Who?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What? I can't select that. It won't let me. It's broken. I can't select anything. Help? I can't do anything. Have we found a bug in the game? I think we found a bug in the game. Because I can't talk, I can't exit, I'm stuck. Right, now we're back. Let's go back to the last checkpoint then. Load the last... It auto-saves, right? I think we found a bug in the game there, and it won't be a bug that we can't get past because I know other people have played past it. Go fools, always go fools. Was that an option? So unless I've talked to those guys out of sequence or just hit a random glitch or a bit of bad luck. How far is this going to put me back, by the way? Okay, that's fine.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Right, let's have a look in the diary, because this is going to give me a clue. Go to the port's bar, learn nothing from Fitzroy's documents, did get confirmation of what I've been suspecting his boss in the warehouse mentioned on the shipping panel. Sarah Hawkins' painting belongs to Hawkins. It's on the docks, I must find a way into it. Is that where we're up to? Go to the bar, talk to Bradley. Dark water. We've got some more clues here. Roy Mitchell, that's the barman, owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Roy runs the only bar in Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumours that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting. The numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he'll be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. James Fitzroy. Fitzroy is the captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is a harbourmaster's office from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. Inhabitants of Darkwater suspect him, the bootleggers despise him. Oh, sorry, inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. He offered me help in my investigation. And the gang boss, Cat. Boss of a gang of bootleggers which seems to use Darkwater as a hideout, Cat always keeps an eye on the territory, a zone of abandoned warehouses on the docks. I have the impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her. I'm not surprised after that. Even Mitchell, the owner of the Stranded Whale, is reluctant to talk about her. She uses Darkwater as a point of departure for a cargo of whiskey, and she's slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. So those two at odds with each other then. That's the agency, Island of Darkwater, Darkwater Port, the Stranded Whale, and the occult is this miraculous catch, this odd, massive whale that fed everyone. Something strange. Alwyn, good night, good luck, must be off. Thanks for joining us, and maybe catch you on the next one. So, do I just go and talk to those people again? Should we go and see if this bugs again? Because I am curious about this.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
These people are drunk, aren't they?
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us.
Statue?
Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
I'm... who are
Two
these
guys behind you. What are they guarding?
I wasn't expecting to be questioned
The
then.
bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
I hear you.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Okay. So that didn't work. Who's
That
Sir
statue
Brendan?
represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Okay.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Why not? Why not? Okay. Let's leave.
I've
I think.
taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Well, I'm glad to see that that wasn't entirely bugged all over again. What's this statue? Because I haven't noticed anything. Oh. Oh. Down there. We talked to the fisherman. Oh. And we can't push him in the water either, which I'm really disappointed about. Ah. Get in there, picking locks. We're back to what I do best. Breaking me lockpicks,
Damnation.
apparently.
Broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
You just give it a massive, great big thump.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, so I need to get some lockpicks now. I came with one set and I broke them. You never, ever. So that's the statue, right? But they said it had been defaced. Oh, it has. Hang on. Hang on. St. Brendan the Navigator. This is going to be an occultist check.
St. Brendan. Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Oh, was that a language? I thought it was just like a random scroll of moss or something. No, that is a language, all right. Okay, so that should have got our occultism up, I think. Pierce. Occultism. No, it didn't. Ah, damn it! I thought that would have moved it up a bit. Let's have another look at that. Maybe I get
I
my.
have no idea what it says.
Maybe I'm supposed to get my cultism up a bit somewhere else. Come back and look at that. There's something in there, I know.
It's no use.
No.
The padlock won't
Nope.
give.
Can't use force.